Okay, let's take a look at activity 3. We'll look at importing your model into a new Revit family and adding a pipe connector. And you know how to save already. So let's open up our Revit and go to a new family. And in this case, we'll use English Imperial. And for what we're going to do and use this for, we're going to make this a generic model. We'll just use a simple generic model for it. Okay, and then I think I'll go to a front view elevation because when I put it in, I need to spin it in this orientation. So I want it to sit right there if I can. So let's go to the insert and import CAD. And remember, I saved mine as an AutoCAD file, a DWG, so that I can bring it in. One thing that we want to make sure is we want to make sure that we uncheck the orient to view because we'll need to be able to move it around a little bit. So I'll open it and there it is. And let me go to the right side view. And I want to tip that up. I don't want it laying on the ground. I want to tip it up. So if I click on it, remember that you'll need to unpin it or it won't move. And we'll go ahead and tip it up. And of course, we need to move it over so that it's on center. Let's do the move command, and then I can probably find, there's that midpoint right on the line. There we go. So there I've got it in. Now if I go to my 3D view, and I'll just do this top one for now, our next thing is to put in a pipe connector. Pipe connector. And this arrow tells you which way the connector connects. It's not the flow direction, it's the pipe connector. So I'm going to put it on to say this face. I'll put it on a work plane. Let's see. Let's go ahead. Insert. Oh, God, I'm just not doing this right at all. Pipe connector. And put it onto. Try putting it onto. Oh, it's not liking that. I'll put it on a work plane. Pick a plane. There we go. That was the easier way to do it. Now, it's really big. I don't know what its parameters are yet. Its diameter, it's a 2-foot connector. But I remember that I had a 4-inch pipe connector. Okay. And the connector comes from the outside. That's good. And I can give it a flow if I want. I'm not going to in this case. We can give it connector types, all sorts of things. But right now, I think I'll just have you do that. That will be sufficient. And then I can do the same thing on the bottom connector. Create pipe connector. Again, I'll go on a work plane and I'll pick a plane. And I'll do all that same stuff where I'll make it a 4-inch. There we go. So that's not too hard. I know it shows me taking a long time. You're going to have more connectors to make. You might even put in some electrical connectors for the flow meter, the tamper switch. You'll need to put in connectors for the FDC, for the drain. There's lots of little, not necessarily for the drain, but it wouldn't hurt. So you'll have a few more connectors than this, but that gives you the essence of what should happen. And then, of course, file save as. And you'll call it FireRiser NFPA 13. Let me come back and I'll do my file. Save as a family, of course. And I'll just put mine in my my own drive here. Well, that didn't copy the right thing, so that's FireRiser NFPA 13, and I'm going to put 4-inch on it. There we go. That's essentially how to do this set of work for, let me go find it, your activity 3 of Design 330 week 13.